Welcome to Slash 2's Power Ranking Countdown of the North American LCS Spring Split 2018. Number 10. Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming, already a huge brand in other esports, signed a varied roster that leaves open the doors to both success and failure. Veterans like Lemonation, Arrow, and Power of Evil come from all over and will have to gel well to prove themselves, joined by the arguably still green Acadian in the jungle, formerly of Echo Fox. Will Lemonation be able to step up as an in-game leader now that he's separated from his friends High and Balls? If not, this team will definitely struggle with communication, but in any case, an already incredible fanbase deemed the Green Wall will offer support rivaling that of TSM's. Number 9. Echo Fox. Echo Fox was the first organization defined by its NBA ties, owned by Rick Fox, and was strongly associated with EU mid laner Froggen. Now the NBA is involved in several teams and Froggen is gone. However, recent Worlds finalist Huni is back to NA and Echo Fox's new star player. An incredible advantage to be sure, but it looks like communication could be what makes or breaks this team. All the other roles are mechanically gifted as well, but Dardoch in particular has a history of trouble working well with teams. Echo Fox might start off the split pretty strong before probable troubles send their record into decline. Number 8. Flyquest. For the first time ever, a roster was built around Wild Turtle, the only remaining member of last year's Flyquest. Most of the roster is largely unproven otherwise, with the exception of Flame, who made a name for himself in NA with some strong splits on Immortals. The roster could be a dark horse, as the meta does seem to line up with Flame and Onda's playstyles, and the time Stunt has played, he has performed exceptionally. Two positive attitudes in the bot lane and lots of solo lane pressure could lead to a strong, cohesive team that defies expectations. Number 7. Golden Guardians. Golden Guardians are well known not only for being owned by the Golden State Warriors of the NBA, but also for sporting the only entirely NA lineup. Met with much criticism, they are one of the most underwhelming rosters on paper, with 2 underperforming veterans, some green talent, and of course High in the mid lane. The bar is set low, but counting out High in North American League of Legends has proven to be foolish. It will be up to him to stand up again as a leader, as he did with Flyquest the last year. Number 6. Clutch Gaming. Owned by the Houston Rockets, known for their analytics-based approach to basketball, Clutch Gaming hopes to benefit from a similar tactic. Acquiring most of the old NBS roster, Clutch is also joined by Solo in the top lane and Pabivin of EU fame in the mid lane. Apollo and Hakuho were definitely underrated last season and are one of the few bot lanes that are still playing together. Lyra, of course, was a dominant jungler as well, so if he can develop a similar rapport with his new solo laners and connect with the current coaching staff, Clutch Gaming could surprise. This roster has a lot to prove and is looking like the definition of a middle-of-the-pack team right now, but they have indicated that they're more invested in the long term. Number 5. CloudNine. CloudNine is retaining 3 of its players from last split, as well as their phenomenal coach Reaper, but the 2 new additions are both bringing lots of questions. Will Sven Skaren return to his top form and be the aggressive style jungler C9 needs and TSM didn't want? And will Licorice prove himself in a way that comes even close to the, truthfully, on-again, off-again dominant C9 experience with Impact? Fans may need to put the faith to the test, but the incredibly consistent Sneaky and Smoothie are ready to shine in a landscape of so many newly forged bot lanes. Number 4. 100 Thieves. Owned by the NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers and branded by Nadeshot of Call of Duty fame, 100 Thieves has arguably the strongest starting roster of new LCS brands. Veterans in the jungle and support, Meteos and Aphromoo, who are known for their leadership and communication, bodes well for a meta defined by such strengths. Not to mention Paralia's coach, who has worked with Ryu in the mid lane before, and the legendary Someday in the top lane, alleged to have been signed for more than $700,000 for the year. There are a lot of players on this roster who have struggled when they feel unmotivated, from Aphromoo and Meteos to even Ryu and Someday. In fact, many of them cited that decision as the reason to come to this roster and switch it up. Motivation could play a large part in whether this team does amazing or falls flat on their face. Number 3. Team Liquid. With an incredibly fast turnaround on their new roster acquisition and reveal, the Paid by Steve memes once again become reality, as many expensive players are bought up to create a super team of sorts, including the famous Doublelift starting as ADC. Lots of hype, lots of talent. Synergy is the only real question. That might be helped by 3/5 of the team coming from last split's Immortals, but there are a lot of big personalities on this roster that could clash and lead to a late season collapse. Regardless, this roster will probably come out of the gate swinging. Number 2. Counter Logic Gaming. CLG most notably ended its long-time relationship with team leader and support Aphromoo this offseason. Biofrost, however, has already proven himself to be one of the best supports, at least mechanically, in NA. And their new jungler Rainover is one CLG has been trying to acquire for years, according to Zix. The biggest question is, will either of these new additions step up as an in-game leader to fill the void left by Aphromoo, or will it be one of the 3 returning players? This roster is unlikely to run into personality conflicts, but it remains to be seen if anyone on such an agreeable lineup can step up and drive them further. Number 1. Team Solo Mid. Ever the fan favorite, but 3/5 of the TSM roster is new this split. Their support Mithy was said to be their priority pickup, but bringing along his lanemates Ven seemed like a no-brainer after they'd won the last 3 EU LCS regular season titles together on G2 Esports. Striving for new jungle support synergy and communication has been listed as a major goal of Reggie's this season, so the big question naturally is last split's Rookie of the Split, Mike Young, being picked up in the jungle. If he can step up and become a versatile, consistent jungler, and TSM learns to do more with their junglers than turn them into roaming wards, TSM will be difficult to dethrone. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned throughout the split for more NALCS coverage right here on /2's YouTube channel.